This week on Fraud and Order, the tyrannic tax trio. Over the past week, we saw a report. I'm going to link to it. Read it for the full story. Tax preparers caught preparing fraudulent tax returns. From the story, it would seem that this is not a CPA or an enrolled agent, but rather an unlicensed tax preparer. Let's delve a little deeper. This tax preparer and her apparent employees filed fraudulent returns to obtain for their clients millions of dollars in bogus tax refunds. Who do you think is left holding the bag in this fact pattern? This trio seemed to be based out of Houston, and they were arrested and convicted of conspiracy to aid and assist in the preparation of fraudulent tax filings. The alleged ringleader was sentenced to 41 months in prison, and the other two were sentenced to 2 years on probation. We've talked about this illegal strategy in the past, but it seems the tax preparer would do people's 1040 tax filings and report their normal W-2, and maybe a 1099 if they had it. And then she would do a couple crazy things. It would be create phony and bogus and huge expenses that were never actually incurred to reduce the amount of income that the taxpayer would pay tax on. So they would list the normal W-2 amount and then list a unincorporated business with a huge loss, which brings down the taxable income and causes the taxpayer to get a refund. The next thing that she would do is claim the earned income tax credit when the taxpayer never qualified for it otherwise. Be on guard, because one thing that is not talked about in this article, and it never is what do you think happened to the taxpayers who used this service? When you sign your tax return under penalties of perjury, I believe that this tax filing is true, correct, and accurate. What do you think that means? What it means is you are on the hook for this too. And these taxpayers, I guarantee you, are stuck repaying all the tax refund that they fraudulently received. They're gonna be stuck with fines and penalties. And if they knew what was going on, they could face criminal prosecution as well. Be diligent in selecting the proper accountant or the proper tax preparer, depending on your situation. Look over their credentials and their background, and if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.